Well, Harris and Fuller are running the take that Green Girls place that fell out of grace with Trump that was in Congress. And, well, I don't know. I know Fuller's and I know Harris's, and they both damn good people. So I can't go by the name on who I'd vote for, because I like them both. But if you want to make moonshine like Popcorn Sutton, this is how I do it. I take 2 pounds of cornmeal. That's plain yellow cornmeal. Plain. It has to be plain. It can't be self-rising or anything like that. Won't work. It has to be plain yellow cornmeal. 2 pounds of it. And 5 pounds of sugar. And 1 package of champagne yeast that you can get. The champagne yeast, you can get it if you go to popcorn.pous.us. That's popcorn.pous.us. There's a company that sells fermenting things, and they got that yeast that's champagne yeast. It's a Red Star. Get it, because it'll make about 17% alcohol. And you want to heat your water up, about 5 gallons of water. You want to heat it up. I use a little heater that's for making soup and warming up swimming pools and things like that. And I warm it up to about 94 degrees. And I mix a little of that in, about 2 gallons of that in, and stir it really good in a cooler that I got. Just a cooler that will hold more than 5 gallons of water. And mix it up really, really good, and then sprinkle that yeast over it. But make sure it's 90 degrees, no more than 100 degrees at all. It'll kill the yeast at 100 degrees. So keep it under 90, about 94, 93. Keep it around there for about 4 days. And so you got to check your wash and warm it up if it needs warming up. Some people just put hot water in a plastic jug and set it down in there to warm it back up. But I use that little heater, and I got a thermostat in there that tells me how hot it's getting. And so when it gets to about 90, I pull it out, because it'll actually, by the time it works its way all over, it'll be about 94, 95, 96 degrees. And so I let that sit for a while, and then I check it in 2 or 3, 4 hours, and make sure that it stays at 90 degrees for 4 days. And then I cook cracked corn. I cook it up in a big pot that's over 5 gallons. Will hold over 5 gallons of water. And you put about 4 inches in a bucket of that cracked corn, about 4 inches. Take a measuring stick and stick it down in there, about 4 inches. And you put that in the barrel, and the water in the barrel, and heat it up on a burner. And you stir it, and you keep stirring it for, people say an hour, but I do it for about 2 hours because I want all that starch that comes out of the corn in the water. And then I got 2 buckets sitting next to that pot. And after it's cooked, I take a big dipper that holds about 64 ounces or so, and I scoop some of the yellow out, and I got another bucket sitting next to it with a screen on it, and I put I got 2 or 3 screens that I put together and put on it to where it catches all the corn and stuff out of it, and drain the water. And I take a spatula and press down on that corn to get all the water out of it, and the starch and stuff. And then I take the screen off the top that has the corn on it and dump it into another barrel that I got a plastic trash bag in, and I keep doing that until all the corn's gone, and pour the rest of the water in it and stuff, but that's got the starches in it and everything. And then it's time to, that takes about 7 days. So you really want to start it first, because it takes about 7 days to ferment. And you just put some of that Red Star champagne yeast in there, one package for 5 gallons, and 5 pounds of sugar, and you stir that up real good. And I get these heat belts for my bucket. They'll keep it over 70 degrees hot, and about 85 degrees. It's not as delicate as the corn mill is, but it'll keep it hot for while it's fermenting, warm. And I got a strap that goes around, and I got a little floor mat heater that goes around, so I got both of the heaters on it to keep it warm. And it ferments in about 7 days. And then I cook it in my stills, and I get about 2 750 milligram bottles of real good moonshine. And I mean, that first bottle is about 160, 70, 80 proof. And I'll sometimes take the first bottles and put them in a gallon jug, and keep doing this over and over to make a gallon of it. It takes 112 hours to do the still, to run the still. And I run it at about 8 p.m. at night to 8 a.m. in the morning. And that it takes all night to just make 2 good bottles of moonshine. And I put the second bottle in another gallon jug, and just repeat the process over and over until I got a gallon of moonshine in both jugs. And it depends what the proof is. The second bottle is over 100 proof too. And so you can mix them both together and you probably got about 140, 150 proof whiskey. And then you take that and put it in a oak charred out barrel, and or you can either do that, or you can get oak chips that are toasted, and I get the dark oak chips that are toasted and put them in there and let them soak in there, and shake them up every day, and they'll age faster. But after I cook my moonshine, I always let it sit for 2 or 3 months, and so it's aged good, and it smooths it out. It smooths it to where it's a lot smoother than drinking it right out of the worm. But I sample it by drinking a little out of the worm, and I know the taste of good whiskey, and that's good liquor, as Popcorn would say. And that's Popcorn's recipe. And so I hope you enjoy that, and get yourself a little 5-gallon still or a 6-gallon. I got a brand new still coming. It'll be delivered this month, and it's a 40-gallon still. I like my little stills because I can tell, by just small bottles, what the proof of the whiskey is and everything. You shake it up in a bottle when you got the moonshine. If there's big bubbles on there and they don't last long, that's high proof. That's the high octane. That's like 180. If the big bubble comes up and it pops real quick, that's about 180 proof. And then when the bubbles get smaller and they don't stay on there very long, that's over 100 proof. And so I hope I've helped you in your moonshining, and I hope I know your favorite charity is probably you, if you're like me, but please donate. I need the money, and when you donate, you'll see a little deal there. It tells the prices that I would charge if I was selling it, but I'm not selling it. I'm giving it away for those prices. When you come visit me on my farm, I'll have a bottle ready for you, or a gallon, or whatever you want. And God bless you to nothing less than the best that life has to offer. Take care, and we'll see you by and by. Go to meetings, meeting.POUS.US, and come visit me on my farm. Just bring your ticket so I know where you're coming from and who you are, and I'll have you on my guest list. Take care.